Alright, so in today's video I'm going to be reviewing this dash cam that was sent to me by a company over at AFFVER, I think is how you pronounce that. I'm going to be checking out how good this dash cam is. Ironically enough, I bought my own dash cam just a couple weeks ago. Made a video about it. It has not come out yet, so you're actually going to see it after this one. But because of obligations to the company, I've got to get this one out here relatively soon. But I am going to be comparing that dash cam to this one just to see the quality between the two and, yeah, see which one's a better bang for your buck kind of thing. But let's go ahead and get this one open and see what's all inside the box.
The truth.
I do want to make this perfectly clear. I am sponsored by this company, but I am going to give you guys my honest review on the quality of this product. Alright, it does have a big 3.5-inch screen. It's got the camera up front, looks like a mic on the front, and then of course your mounting surface right up top, your plug. It does come with a little SD card, and yeah. Now this does come with a rear-facing camera. I will be testing this out just to see the quality of the camera, but when I put it in the wife's SUV, I don't think you guys will be really seeing footage from that, but I am going to be testing it in the truck here shortly. Alright, so just going over everything really quick. Comes with a little pry tool to get behind your body panels, to kind of sneak the wires back behind. Comes with your front-facing cam, the rear-facing cam. Extra mounting, it looks like for the front-facing one. Some mounting for tucking the cable away. And looks like just an extra mounting strip as well. Oh, and the little tool in here as well. But yeah, let's get this thing mocked up in the truck next to my current camera, and we'll test and see how good it is compared to my current one. I will provide the link to this down in my description as well. Alright, so here's my current dash cam that I have in the truck. Again, I'm going to be mocking this one up next to it, just to kind of see how well, where is it? This thing compares to my current one I've got in here. I'm going to try and put the lenses pretty side by side, that way, you know, the image is roughly the same and everything whenever I edit to that part. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing mocked up in here and yeah, take the truck around the block. I think I need to run an errand to the grocery store real quick too, so you guys need to come along for that. Alright, just got done formatting the SD card. Looks like it is recording automatically. You can see right up top. Mine records automatically too. See it right up top there. I don't know how well it's going to focus for you. So let's run some errands. Ooh, actually, I want to plug in that rear-facing one really quick. It does plug in right up here. Yeah, I'm going to plug it in just to see the picture-to-picture quality, because it should show both. From what it was showing me. If not, it may have to swipe between the two or something like that. Looks like the field of view in this one is a lot wider. You can adjust it as well, like angle it down, angle it up, just to get it right for you, where my original one just kind of angles with the lens itself. But let's hook up this rear-facing camera really quick and just see how well that one works. I still have the little plastic dealie on the lens. Give me just a second to peel that off. There we go. Alright, hi, now you can see me. See out front of the car. Oops, upside down. I guess that's the one thing you gotta watch out for, is make sure you mount it the right way. That way, pictures aren't upside down. Does this guy rotate? Oh, it does. Okay. So you can adjust this guy too whenever you put it in the back window to get whatever angle you want. So that's kind of cool. For now, I'm going to unplug it and run an errand really quick in the truck. That way we get footage from both cameras, and I'll put them right next to each other in the editing or on top of each other, however I'm going to have it edited. But, yeah, again, just looking at this one, it's a really wide angle view. Mine's not as wide, but kind of interesting. Anyway, let's go do some driving, check things out. All right, so this one we're reviewing today, it actually says starts recording as soon as it does. Mine just makes like a chime noise when it starts recording. I'm going to start with the AFFVER one, just to give you guys a good quality on audio. And then just for a comparison, I'll show you the AFFVER one as well. So right now I'm going to switch to the audio for this one, the one we're reviewing, the AFFVER. So this is me from the future. I just got something really quick to tell you guys about this camera and the footage that came off of it. Alright, so I don't know if it's something with the SD card in this thing or how it's formatted to the camera itself, but I can see the full video that it recorded. But as soon as I try and put it to like this video or download it onto like my the Google Share drive, it only gives me 3 seconds of each clip, and I don't understand why. Again, it's probably something to do with the formatting of the SD card, but that's how it formatted it when I started this damn thing up. But yeah, I'll show you clips and stuff of the recordings, but like all the audio and everything I got off of it, it was okay. I think my other camera records audio better. You'll see those clips here in just a second, but when it comes to this one, yeah, I think it's something with how it formats the SD card or how I'm able to read it. But yeah, anyway, let's go back to the regular video. I've got to pull in and get some groceries here really quick. And then we'll head back home and you get some footage of me driving that direction. So give me just a minute to go grab some groceries and I'll be right back. Interesting enough, I'm looking at the file here. It's got the front camera and the back camera separated. So you can actually look at just the back camera footage or just the front camera footage. So I thought that's kind of interesting. All right, so I've got them both loading the videos on my laptop right now. And like you saw just a second ago, it does have a separate file for the rear facing camera than it does for the front facing, which I thought was really nice. Honestly, for the price point between this camera and my other one, which is inside still, they're roughly the same price, but this one you get a rear-facing camera with it, and it came with an SD card as well, where my camera I had to purchase an SD card separately, which when you see that video, you'll understand why I was kind of annoyed with that situation. But this one I've had no problems with, honestly. And the picture quality is actually pretty good. So, yeah, I'd definitely pick one of these up if I had a chance. Again, the link for this one's down in my description if you want to pick one up for yourself. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and remove this camera out of the truck. I'm going to put it in the wife's SUV. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. But just know that I am happy with this camera setup. And again, it's nice because it's got the reverse camera too. Or not reverse camera, rear view camera. Yeah, I really like that. I'm gonna go ahead and rip it out of here and put it in her car. And they do give you plenty of wire to work with, so you can like feed it up and around and down to the power outlet, and then the reverse cam up and around and to the back of the vehicle as well. This one I have in the truck, I just tucked everything up underneath the sun visor because I move it from the truck to the Century to the MR2. So I put this one on all the vehicles that I drive. But this one will be just staying in her SUV. Now again, this was a sponsored video, but if you do have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below and I'll try and answer them as soon as I can. But I hope this video helped. See you guys in the next one.